it's going to be hard to kind of express my feelings about this movie. And that always makes me nervous because I'm kind of rating on a vibe, as it were.
Yeah. That I think is understandable. Like you could, obviously people do YouTube videos of all of the silly cameo type stuff, and the name of something in this is a random, like, there's Star Wars clip type moments, and I can't remember what there's the name of some. Oh yeah, the Yo pizza truck. The owner's manual calls it a Goyoza, like a pot sticker type thing.
Nice.
So,
and I mean, I love the little lines. There's "Don't touch my mustache," which is supposed to be Japanese for "you welcome." Like it's not "Don't touch my mustache." It's like "Dotata Yashi" or something like that. It's just that it sounds close enough that they sometimes teach foreigners "Don't touch my mustache."
It's interesting. Because I never understood that little bit that he says. I'm like, okay.
He doesn't even have a mustache. Why did he say "Don't touch my mustache"? But how are you supposed to get that unless you have taken, a crash course in Japanese and had someone just be like, the way to remember this is "Don't touch my mustache."
It works out. I don't know.
Yeah. There's just a lot of Easter eggs. And as you said, there are channels devoted to pointing these things out. I'm guilty of watching a couple. It happens.
I mean, it's fun. I think I will get to clarify my stance of, yes, the kids matter, but they barely exist inside the movie scape. Like, they're the reason for the toys, but they're not really like there. They don't have to be present, but they are the reason for living.
Hello and welcome to Potato Chip Pictures, the movie franchise review podcast. My name is B. Sammy Davis.
I'm Justin.
And today we are looking at 1999's Toy Story 2. Justin, take us away.
This was directed by John Lasseter. Screenplay by Rita Hisayo, Chris Webb, Andrew Stanton, Doug Chamberlain. I mean, John Lasseter did the first directing, but I feel like none of those names... Oh, no, Andrew Stanton continues in screenplay from Toy Story 1, Toy Story 0. Story by Ash Brannon, Pete Docter, John Lasseter.
I think I've heard the name
Stanton.
Pete Docter.
It was on the first one as well, and I feel like those three might be the main trio behind the Pixar, plethora of good animated movies. Produced Helene Plotkin and Karen Robert Jackson. Composer stays Randy Newman. Budget of $90 million, 3 times as much as last time.
Woo!
It returns $511.4 million. That's
it's a profit.
A lot.
Yep. I mean, I'm noticing, because I'm looking at the same information, that's only $100 million more than the last one, which cost a third of the money. Where's my money, Lebowski?
I don't know where to... Yeah, I think animation, character, models, like everything does look like it got a nice upgrade for only 4 years between release dates. And I can presume that costs $60 million more. I mean, it feels fair for almost the year 2000. So,
yeah, I mean, it's a reasonable budget compared to other 90s movies that we've seen. It might be a little inflated for an animated movie at this time, but uh, it's also kind of setting the tone. And let me see if it won any awards. I'm just sitting here like at some
I feel
point
like
they start
probably.
they start getting big awards at some point, and it doesn't seem like it's this one. I don't see Academy. I do see Golden Globe for Best Picture and Best Original Song, but at some point they're going to start consistently winning Best Animated Feature, right? I guess it's not this one.
Yeah. I feel like in terms of animation that when small scenes are well animated, it feels like it holds true for the broader picture of, well, all the small things add up to a really good, fully animated movie. Because, like,
Yeah,
the little alien guys, they have their own sort of shuffly movement like the G.I. Joes. But, like, the penguin
cute.
squeaker guy is less rigid. Like, he bounces around and is only somewhat there, but I feel like the different amounts of characterization works pretty well. So
Yeah, I'll agree. And then, that might be worth it. Last time I did a top 10 for the year. I want to do that again because this one did make the top 10.
I was like, top 10 of what? Oh, the movies.
Yep, sorry. Movies for the year, top 10. Toy Story is at number 3. It is beaten by The Sixth Sense at number 2, which was also distributed by Disney. But the number 1 movie by a long shot was Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Does it have a list of how much it made?
Yes. So, just looking at this is domestic gross. This doesn't include worldwide, which is what we usually include. Toy Story at $245 million, Sixth Sense at $294 million, and then Star Wars Episode 1 at $431 million. It was a lot more. Number 4 is Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. We reviewed that one. Yay!
Nice to see.
Yeah. Number 5, The Matrix, the original. I'm glad it's in the top 5, but
yeah,
that one's become a cult classic. You would think it would be at number 2, but no. R-rated action movie. I'm surprised it made it to number 5.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Because the numbers are back from when it came out, so it's not like...
Yep.
Even though people afterwards have a lot to say about it.
Yeah. Back then. It did well enough to be number 5. Yeah. Number 6 was Tarzan, the animated feature. It's a fun one. Yeah. Number 7 was Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. Another one that I haven't seen in a long time, but I remember liking it when it came out.
Got it.
Number 8 is The Mummy. I really want to do that one. I love that franchise, kind of. There's some garbage in it. Number 9, Runaway Bride. I've never seen it.
I think I'd seen it on like TV. So if someone else had the remote, then it's like, I guess we're all watching this. Like, okay.
Yep. And then number 10, the indie darling, The Blair Witch Project. Also a franchise, and I've only ever seen the first one.
I have not seen the first one.
It's okay. It's a good indie horror film. Not a lot happens. It's not overly scary by today's standards. I can't remember the name of it. There's that series of haunted house found footage movies with some kind
supernatural.
I think it is something like that. It's I'll remember it one day and be like, we need to do that franchise. But that one kind of set a new tone for found footage, and I watched Blair Witch after that one. So comparatively speaking, it was, Blair Witch was really slow and not very scary. If I had watched them in reverse order, I'd probably think it was great. It was a very scary movie.
Yeah, I think if it was 1999, I didn't really. Even if I had the opportunity, I think I probably passed because I think I participated in a lot of camping, and so just thinking ahead was like, no, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah. 1999, I think, was a pretty busy year for me too. I think I was in ninth grade, and I was trying to do a lot of theater, like musical theater. So I don't know if I had a lot of time for movies. I'm looking at most of this list just from things that came out, and I'm like, I probably would have seen The Mummy and Star Wars and Toy Story 2 in theaters. I don't think I would have seen anything else in theaters. And some of these, like Run Lola Run, I wouldn't watch for like 10 to 15 years after it came out. Like I just didn't watch a lot of movies back then. Oh, Wild Wild West was that year. I definitely watched that one in theaters.
What a ridiculous show.
Let's talk about this thing.
Other franchise is Paranormal Activities.
That's it.
I was like Supernatural. Was in there.
Yeah. Paranormal. The first two really kind of spooked me a lot. Then the third one, I was kind of bored.
Like, ooh, they moved something off camera.
Wow, they're using that Xbox camera. That's cool. Cool brand integration. I think it was the third one that did that. It really took me out. All right. Well, let's do this thing for reals.
I think maybe the first time I watched it, I enjoyed the whole saga of Buzz's video game. Like, did they never actually make it into a video game? I don't have any consoles, so I don't know but I think it would be fun nostalgically to do it now. Like, how hard could it be? I don't know.
I mean, it looks very similar to the types of games we have now, except for the camera angles. Like, they don't put cinematic camera angles in most games, but you're flipping around the screen, you're using your gadgets, you've got all sorts of stuff that they are showing on screen that could be done. It's really just the deceptive cinematic camera angles to make us think that either we're watching the Buzz Lightyear movie or Andy upgraded his imagination hardcore.
It didn't, like, shocking, but good for, like, I don't know, because it's still a kid's movie. It's like, oh, well, there's Buzz Lightyear's charred stump of a spine. Like, oh, okay. Like, I guess, it's like, wait. It's just a game. It's like, okay, well, that was fun. Like, so I think that was part of the fun. And then, I don't know, I guess, I'm trying to think where we even, cause it's like, I do appreciate that the action kind of just starts taking off. Like, we get a yard sale and all the fears about yard sales, but everything kind of just gets set up nicely.
Well, we also get to confront aging head on with Woody getting a rip and everyone thinking he's going to be sold in the yard sale because he's a busted toy. Like
even if you're the number one toy, if you could be out just like that.
Just takes a small rip. And
is anybody already missing from the show? I'm like, I feel like they have, like, Lenny doesn't say anything, but he's there on the.
I think everybody's there except for the Squeaky Penguin, who's somewhere at this point.
I don't remember him from the first movie. Is he in it?
I don't remember. I thought he was one of the side characters. I
thought he was already missing. Like, we have to add a character. Oh, right. He's been on the shelf. Like, nobody talked about him. He didn't show up in any shots. I don't remember him from the first movie.
I don't either. So yeah, I think everybody that we saw, definitely everybody who spoke, is in this new movie. So we do have all of them. And yeah, we get some pretty significant Andy time right at the beginning. Um, we also get some puppy time. That was a good little deceptive moment.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. I think some of the surprises, they make sense, but at the same time I don't remember expecting any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm pretty sure I laughed later on, where Zurg has met up and the second Buzz is fighting with him. It's like Star Wars homage, and if
Mm-hmm.
Episode 1 came out the same year, it's like Star Wars is still very relevant, and
Mm-hmm.
here's a throwaway line to make everybody chuckle. If the kids don't know it, they'll get it once they get older. It will
Exactly.
never die.
And this is one of the jokes for the adults. We're in the late 90s where a lot of these movies realize that the whole family is coming. So
Yeah.
you need jokes for the whole family. I did want to say I was wrong about the last movie. Jim Varney is in this one. He'll die next year in the year 2000. But he was able to contribute his voice as Slinky Dog for this one. And he's pretty significant in this one compared to the last one.
Yeah, I think it's... I don't know about like cast limits, because in the future it just seems like there's an important voice for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, it's like, we leave the toy sanctuary, and then we've got like 7 total characters. That's it. Like, we got the crew coming to rescue him, and we've got the Roundup gang and the villain, human again.
Yeah, I feel a little ripped off at the trivia that I read last week that told me that we would only ever have one human villain, and that's a lie. We had a human villain this time too, and he's more of a villain than Sid.
Yeah, like he's the one that wants to sell, and
he literally committed theft. It wasn't accidental. He stole from the yard sale.
It's not like Prospector is mind controlling him, so yeah.
Yep. And he only does villainous stuff at the very end of the movie. For most of this movie, Seinfeld's neighbor Newman, not like next door neighbor, but in the building neighbor, he is the villain, played by Wayne Knight. Also Jurassic Park, he tried to steal the DNA. He's always going to be a villain. We'll never have a nice guy Wayne Knight.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm trying to think. I guess early criticism to go along with my observation. Woody is ready for camp, gets a rip, can't go to camp, has a nightmare about it.
I love that nightmare. I gotta tell you, it is so bizarre. I just love that they have something that out there in a children's movie in 1999. I love it. I think it's great.
We had the video game that wasn't reality. Now we got a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the human character models that aren't our villain, so like Andy's mom, Andy's all right, but it still feels like we're not quite sure how we want our signature human to look. So
I feel like he got a little more uncanny valley in this movie. The last movie, I felt like he fit in just fine with the world. This one, every once in a while, there's some weird shadows. There's some weird lighting things that happen. That's, just from the computer calculating stuff. I'm looking at it on a big Blu-ray screen. I'm more aware of these things, and so I am starting to see some of the age. It's just weird that, to me, the more uncanny valley one is the later Andy.
Yeah, I think I'm glad that technology evolves because it mostly feels like a cartoon animation when the humans don't really have a reason to look like they do. Like it's more like Bugs Bunny. But once you get, I would say, which one is 3? 3 is the preschool. That one,
hmm
they're trying a lot harder to pull off humans as normal looking, and
hmm
they do
Yeah,
okay.
because Andy is college age and he needs
Yeah.
to look adult.
Like a human, not some
Yeah.
sort of random cartoon going to college.
Yeah, a big potato headed human, like, looks like his
Yeah.
head can inflate and float away.
It was,
But as an adult.
yeah. So we see the humans. They still rough, a little rough based on
Mhm.
our future we live in. And then they are given, I feel like maybe that's a philosophical section of Toy Story 2. The humans are the reason for everything, but maybe that's just kind of an interior reason that these toys have given to them because they are not like there a lot in this 48 hours of happening. Like the
Yeah,
villain
we
is
get.
there.
I was shocked that Estelle Harris was cast as Mrs. Potato Head. She's, at least she used to be a big deal actress, especially in her older years, because she has such a distinct
Mm-hmm.
naggy voice.
Yeah.
And she's really only at the beginning and the end. Like, she's a pretty big deal person. I don't see a lot of other big names for the toys. It's mostly the people that we had previously.
There's one toy. Oh, Prospector. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't really
I was
hear
gonna
it
say.
until he went on a rant, and I was like, hold on a second. That's
Yep.
that's a Beast from X-Men. It's
he's he's good at Prospector for the first half of the movie, or at least the first half that he's in. And then when he kind of loses it and goes back to being Kelsey Grammer, that's when he kind of loses me as well. I'm like, oh man, I was lost in the character, and now I just hear Frasier. You
yeah.
know.
Get in the
And then
bag.
I guess if we're going to finish off the cast, the other big main character throughout the rest of the series is Joan Cusack,
Oh yeah,
or Cusack as Jessie.
love her.
Yeah, I think she's great as Jessie. There's going to be a reason why she is in it for the rest of the franchise. She kind of holds it down better than Tom Hanks and Tim Allen at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed her as an addition, and then like I feel like in the 90s, 2000s, there's like 2 other movies, but I can never remember their names that she's in. Oh, like she's in the School of Rock. Love her in that one, and she's briefly in her brother's movie, Gross Point Blank.
I don't think I've
Which
ever seen that.
I feel like it was on TV a lot. That's why I had seen it. And it's kind of enjoyable if you enjoy the comedy hitman type thing.
Okay.
I think it's worth one watch. And if it's on TV, then yeah, leave it on. But they don't play it anymore.
I was just saying, I don't watch TV anymore. What are you talking about? This TV? That's weird.
So I mean, I haven't watched it since. I've only seen a TV edit, so I don't know if it's funnier or not, but it's a silly show.
Give me about 2, well, not even 2. Give me 1 minute. Don't stop. I just need to turn off my air conditioner.
Got it. So that is a reason to like Joan Cusack. I feel like that era just had a bit of fun stuff between her and John Cusack. John Cusack, right? Is his name? Yes, John. but I don't know where he's gone.
If it's,
I don't.
sorry, did you not hear me?
I heard you. You said
Oh,
don't stop, so I kept going.
oh. Well, I've missed all of that. I mean, don't stop your recording.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, well, sure, I can talk on this silly 1997 show where he's a hitman because graduated high school and goes to find a job. And it's kind of like if Mission Impossible picked him at random, but he's good at the job. And it's a little silly. I think it's ridiculous, but I totally steal some catchphrases from it.
Now, here's the question. Do I keep all of this in or...
Oh, I mean, explanation of the few
Gross
places
point
I've
blank.
seen Joan Cusack. I think School of Rock, she does a great job.
Now, it is a franchise, School of Rock. I know there's a sequel, but it does not, I don't think it has Jack Black in it. Like, I think it is...
Never watched it if it exists.
I think it's straight to video, and so that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I should count it, if I should say that that's one that we should look at, but
we included Chucky, so I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah, that's true, and that's a lot of them. And there have been some horror franchises that are getting rebooted, and like most of their movies are made for video. And it's like, ooh, do we look at those? Well, I need to say, this is not so much a criticism as much as an observation that will become a criticism. But they're essentially redoing the story from the first movie, but reversing it. Now, instead of Buzz being lost, it's Woody who is lost. And instead of it being an accident that we think is murder, it's an accident that is going to turn into, we don't have a big enough listenership for me to get in trouble for saying the word, suicide, essentially.
Oh, gotcha.
Where he's like, I don't want to go back. So we start to see a little bit of recycling is the observation that I have, at least in this beginning.
I feel like, yes, maybe the plot high points are there. I do think it's fun to see the process pieces. Like, I mean, it's like saying, Project Hail Mary matches XYZ spaceship crew saves the world. It's like, well, yes, that's the point.
Yeah.
But the process of getting there is like, I love the deduction of Al's Toy Barn because it's like just simple and fun.
It's another great adventure. So I don't have a criticism about the adventure. I love where we go. I love how we get there. Seeing Buzz leading the team, and he gets a team, not like Woody who had to go it solo.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. He's a good character, and I'm having a great time until we get to the toy barn.
What's wrong with the toy barn? I'm curious because
I don't like recycled jokes. And so Buzz 2 essentially being exactly like Buzz 1.
From the first one.
Yeah, where he's like, I'm not a toy. I'm really a space ranger, and you're a space ranger, and all of this stuff. It's got a couple of cute moments. The reveal at the end when they're like, which one's the real one, despite one of them having a fancy belt. Like, it's most of that introduction felt a little stale to me because, as will be the theme in most of the comedies that I review, I'm not a big fan of recycled jokes. I usually feel like you couldn't come up with something new for me. I'm not special to you.
I've already danced to this tune.
Yeah, like
Give me another
give me a new one.
I can see that, I guess. I was going to be like, that wasn't high on my list of what problem does he have with Barbie? What problem does he have
Barbie's
with
great. Barbie's the best. The game guide that Rex is reading, that's also fantastic. Like, there are parts that are great because this is again a great movie with a great adventure.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay.
It's really just it's Buzz 2 being a duplicate joke from the first movie that I was just kind of like, come on, give me something new.
Exists.
Yeah. And Zurg is new. I'm glad he showed up.
I do think that Zurg doesn't quite work without a stock Buzz, but I don't know if you needed to. I do feel like they keep the stock Buzz only long enough for the funnies.
And that's all he's good for. I mean, his infiltration plan is kind of fun because he's an actually capable Buzz Lightyear because he thinks he's the real Buzz Lightyear. So he'll do this the way the real Buzz Lightyear would do it.
It'll work out totally.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's another half of this movie that we should mention. Sure. As a kid, I remember not liking it, but I did like it a little bit better this time around. And that is everything with the antique toys that Woody is brought to. Jesse, Bullet, and Prospector Pete.
Bullseye.
Yeah, you can have a bullet in a children's show.
What do I like about it? I chuckle at all the silly merch. I think it's definitely has its mirrors in things like Pokemon merch. Like, granted, Pokemon spans a lot more time, but I do think like there's the one specific era you grow up with where it's like, I will always see Pikachu as like the main focus of this entire giant franchise.
Well, and to prove that we are young and hip, the Amazing Digital Circus for today, that indie YouTube franchise that has gotten so big they were able to do their finale in theaters, which I went and saw with my kids. And then they have tons of merchandise, and every once in a while my daughter will come home with a new Pomni or Jax. And I'm like, I recognize those things. I saw the single series YouTube show, and it is blowing up in terms of merchandising. So if these toys came alive, they would think they were in the simulation, and they were trying to get away from Kane. I think all toys retain the memory of whatever intellectual property they are based on. So if you're lucky enough to be a Barbie where you don't have an intellectual property, you're Barbie first, you get to have your own personality. You get to be unique.
Yeah. It's an interesting toy theory. I think it works out with the movie. Okay, well, I mean, the Barbies in the place are fun. It feels like it's mostly for the silly joke, and like, I don't dislike it because they're toys. What would they act like if they were alive? They will be your tour guide. Like, awesome, hop in. Let me think. Well, so antique toys. We were going off of different groups of antique toys and now, the merch.
Why doesn't the merch come to life? Like the bubble blowing Woody or the snake in my boots.
I was going to say it doesn't have eyeballs, but the throw a ball at Woody's teeth has eyeballs. Like,
yep, and the snake in my boots has eyeballs. And arguably, it is also a toy.
Yeah.
So yeah, like,
come to life.
Why don't all toys come to life.
I feel like that's a in-universe rule that if you don't define it, then you don't have to really worry.
That's true. That's true. Because then you've got all sorts of things that would have to come to life.
Yeah.
Like a barrel of monkeys. Oh, wait, we did have a living barrel of monkeys.
A living Etch-a-Sketch. That's where it's like, well, it is a toy. If it can move, could it be alive? Like all that merch, maybe, and Etch-a-Sketch, it's like, well, the record player, it's a tool. It has buttons that flip.
I think there should be at least 2 more living things, and that should be the ball game and the snake in my boots. Those are the 2 that should be alive.
Slinky Dog is a spring. He's alive.
Yep. So by his own movie's internal logic, it's a failure. 1 out of 10 stars. We're done.
End it.
No, it's fun to see. We've got Prospector Pete, who is mint. He's never been out of his box. We've got these display cases. And then I love the old man chess player making a cameo as the doll repair man. He's
a nice little cameo.
Yeah, and it's a fun sequence. I remember as a kid, I think they wanted us to feel like it was going to be some scary contraption. I don't get that vibe at all. We're like right from the start, maybe with the Q-tip in the eyeball, but then I remember they're a toy. Like they don't have to feel anything.
Just get scared of being torn apart and lose nerve endings that control your arm when you get popped enough seams. That's a bit like, well, Mr. Potato Head, he disassembles and his arms still work, but that's for the 3rd movie. I mean, maybe that's the caveat.
Well, and I'm going to point it out because I know I'll forget here. At the end of the movie, Pete scratches Woody's arm and creates another tear, but he's still able to use that arm for the rest of the movie, whereas earlier, by having a tear, that arm was completely useless,
Yeah, that's the seam tear is maybe the tiniest bit smaller, but not by much. So I feel like it should have been dead instead of just the threat of dismemberment, which, I mean, we don't want to hop to the last 15 minutes, but
I'm
dang,
fine
it's jam-packed.
if we wanted to, unless there's other things that really get your attention.
I mean, mostly I was saying that because I looked, so I had kind of break up my watching of it. I'm like, 15 minutes left. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to go through like a whole bunch of beats really all together. And it's very tight. It's very doable. Like
there are multiple car scenes, one from the road that's pretty good. And then one where Buzz and the toys are driving a car. It's also pretty good. Like, they've got, this is a pretty big adventure movie. I think it's a little bit bigger than the last one. I think we've got more locations and more stuff to do, more problems to solve. I just figure we don't need to go over all of them. But if there are any that really stand out to you, either positive or negative, then let's definitely talk about those.
So I think we'll do a brief justice on the villain reveal where Prospector has been in a box and it kind of just been resentful his entire toy life. And so he wants to go where he is familiar, I guess. Like he wants to be in the museum because he doesn't want to be played with. And eventually he ends up getting played with, but I think that's, if I think back, I think I was understandably shocked that he was going to force them all to go and do his thing. And it's like, oh, well, your reasoning is sound, but also Woody wants to leave now, and it's an option to go leave too scary
you could have
for
a
Mr.
kid
Prospector
to play with you. I don't think his punishment is much of a punishment. He thinks it's a punishment, but
Yes.
we know that with toys, once they are played with, that gives them a sense of fulfillment that nothing else could possibly give them. You know,
He doesn't know that yet. I
exactly.
Guess,
So, in the back of my head, I'm just sitting here like they gave him the greatest gift he could possibly receive. But he's over here like, I'm being tortured.
No. Death.
But I don't think he'll ever be back as a villain. And frankly, he never should. If he ever did come back, I would want him to come back and be like, yeah, it was awesome. You guys really helped.
That would be funny.
If there's anything else, shout it out because I've got one last thing that I have to ask you. I've got one more criticism, but I could save it for my actual review score part. But
if your question is in a specific area of the movie,
I mean, we're at the suitcases, we're at the plane. If there's anything in those that catch your eye, because it is a pretty exciting ending, all things considered.
It is like sit and stare at the screen in the theater for 15 minutes for them giving chase, them resolving, and then just I think my favorite moment from all of that ending, even to like the end song and dance, I really enjoyed where you would say there's so many locations, and then like getting between those locations, they leave the tarmac, but they get back to the house, and the house happens, and at some point the camera pans up to the carts from the airport, so they drove that back home in the middle of the night
and just parked at the neighbor's house. I love when it does a time shift and we've got two neighbors standing outside going, where did this come from?
So that's probably my favorite part of all of the intense plot resolution. So
I was surprised at how tense the final getaway from the plane was, because there's essentially 3 chase sequences. You've got the suitcase to deal with Prospector Pete. You've got the first car where Woody's jumping from train to train, and that's a classic beat for a type of escape. But then they're getting onto the plane and Woody has to find her, and now the doors are closed, so now they gotta go down like the landing gear. And the landing gear sequence is surprisingly tense. Like, I'm like, how are they going to get away?
Yeah. It's a really good, like, enough of a payoff, because then they get buzzed by a landing plane and it's like, one more. Everybody's like, sigh of relief. Wait a second. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, so, and then the toys welcoming Andy home. My only issue with the ending, it's weird that, who is it, Wheezy Pete? Wheezy, that's just his name, Wheezy.
Sure, Wheezy.
It's weird that Wheezy's Weezer gets replaced. He's a tiny rubber plastic compound toy, and like it would be so hard to replace that whistle thing.
For a toy. I think he says somebody found it. I can't remember who does the surgery. I
thought it was like the mom or something. I thought it was a human that did it.
Toy, maybe?
It could be. If it's a toy, then great. I will live with that. But if it's the mother, I'm like, just get a new squeaky toy. Like you got to be going through those all the time now that you've got a puppy. Like these are cheap toys. Why are we keeping Wheezy around? And then he freaking sings "You've Got a Friend in Me." Like, we get that song twice in one movie. First by Woody and now by Wheezy in
Everybody
a new
loved
genre.
that song, Ben.
I'm getting sick of it.
It's the one song we have. We're going to rely on Taylor Swift in the last movie.
Yeah. But Jesse has a good song. Jesse has a song that got me to water up. I didn't cry, but it did get me to water up a little bit. So I know 100%. That they have songs in them. I just was bothered by recycling not only a song from the last movie, but doing it twice in one movie.
Stop it. You can only do it once.
Yes.
I had to go look for it. And there's a loving reference from Mr. Sweezy. He says that Mr. Shark looked in the toy box and found an extra squeaker. Presumably a squeaker given out by a different,
yeah, maybe that's why we don't see Mr. Shark.
But Mr. Shark, yeah, you don't see him, and it's like, I wonder if
died.
Like maybe, yeah, like it's a good tribute if it was meant to be a tribute, or maybe. Just like a, we didn't forget about this one toy. Yeah, I love it. It's like such a throwaway line, and he's just a squeezy shark, but man, do I say. Howdy.
And, it's cute that we get the 3 alien toys, and they are the children, the triplets of the potato heads.
They're amazing. I think it's a silly, fun, and agreeable.
I'm glad we got bloopers at the end. That keeps your butt in the seat for the entire thing, because the bloopers go pretty much until the end. Like, they keep you in your seat.
See, so I went to see Supergirl and checked that there's no post-credit scene. And so we got up and started leaving when the credits were rolling. Because, I appreciate all the work that goes in. But I'm there to see what else is there. And if there's nothing else, like, I'm okay. You guys did a great job. I gave you the money. But I feel like if I had to choose between bloopers and post-credit scenes, I would pick bloopers basically 100% of the time. I stick around for the post-credit if it's there, but if it's bloopers, you will have me sitting happily until I see all of them.
You're not looking at your phone to see if you have to stay.
Right. Like, show me the, at the end of Lethal Weapon, they had the faces, but it wasn't like bloopers. I feel like that's a middle ground. I don't think I watched through all of the faces, but I feel like that is a little more personal than just the names on the screen. But I would love to see behind the scenes footage if I'm looking at a big screen. So
I definitely would like to see more bloopers. And I think bloopers are uniquely suited to both comedies and action. Jackie Chan proved to us, although, of course, those were all action comedies. But, if we had an Iron Man blooper reel instead of watch all of these very serious symphonic credits, I would have stayed in the seats happily. And then when they got to the end credit scene, I would have been like, oh, wow, that's cool. So maybe some of these movies are taking themselves a little too seriously and they could give us some bloopers.
Levity. We want it. Heck, I would take it after a horror movie.
Oh, Chucky would have been great with bloopers.
Right? Like, show me when the voice goes out of sync with a puppeteer. Like, that's fine. Be silly. I have no other complaints or praises. I think that covers most of what I felt.
Yeah, we talked about the biggest scenes, at least in my eyes, the things that really stand out as what sets this movie apart. So I'm willing to tell our audience that on this podcast, we do ratings, not grades. The primary difference is where you find the average in a rating. The average is set a little more strictly than a grade, because a grade says our average is a 7 out of 10. We want everybody to feel good and say, raise some of our failing scores up to get it closer to that 7 out of 10. But then we say it's an average, and that is not true. An average is the middle. Therefore, we say a 5 out of 10 is average. So if we give it above a 5 out of 10, that means we liked it to varying degrees. Below, we disliked it to varying degrees. So with all of that said, Justin, please tell us, what do you give this movie on a rating of 1 to 10?
Let's see. I really shouldn't have rated Toy Story 1 so high, because it's hard to be like, I kind of do like this one more, but I can't score it the same, can I? I feel like it adds people that I'm happy continue with the rest of the story. Adds people I'm happy don't continue with the rest of the stories. I don't have quite the same complaint about reusing Buzz, because I guess he gets used with a different thing and then drops out. I was trying to recall, because you haven't watched Toy Story 3 at all?
4.
4 you haven't watched.
Is the one I have not seen.
Okay, because in 3 he kind of gets a reset and becomes it again, and I'm sure you hate that.
Well, we'll have to see. I've only seen it once.
Well, I was trying to remember, in this one, does the second Buzz do anything ridiculous? He just kind of accidentally pretends to be him.
Leap to their death in the elevator.
Yes.
Because he's like, that's right, I've got the anti-gravity belt. And he lets it go, and then they all fall not very far because the elevator was coming up.
Yeah. I enjoy those moments of him being the Space Ranger Buzz, like in the first one, but it's different things. He doesn't pretend to fly. He pretends to be anti-gravity, which goes with the video game. So it's video game Buzz. Mm-hmm. It is not a perfect movie. I sit at an 8. I like it. And I think it's really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still well above a 5.
Yes.
Just because it's 1 point lower than the first movie doesn't mean it's a terrible movie. It's still an 8 out of 10. I say that because I'm also at an 8. Oh. There are a few sequel-y things about this where I get the impression that they're like, you really need to see the first movie if you want to fully embrace this. I don't know if that's a fair criticism, because there's going to be a lot of movies where
you should watch the first one.
Yeah, they're like, this is a franchise. You got to be watching me. And I like those just fine. So I don't want to point to that as a legitimate criticism. Just know that if you're watching these out of order, Toy Story 2 is the one that's going to shame you the most and be like, hey, should have been watching the first one. But it's really just the recycling that kind of bothers me. Otherwise, it's still a solid adventure, very funny movie, really great moments, bigger than the last one. Just a few nitpicks here and there that also put me at an 8. I was flirting with a 9, but then I remember there were some scenes that really kind of took me out, and I was like, well, maybe I should go down to a 7 because it's really not 9 worthy. But then it almost made me cry at one point. And so I'm like, I think meeting in the middle is the best place, giving it an 8, which once again means that we are matched. So nice. Show average of 8. And then we're going to be going next week into Toy Story 3.
I'm excited. This was just a 4-year gap. The other one's a 11-year. And I think that I feel like has to and does deal with the progression of time, and I feel like I rank the Toy Stories by funny in terms of if I like them, because I really enjoyed the fourth. I don't really love Lightyear because it's not funny, and I feel like that's my main ranking rating type of reason. Doesn't make me
Have
laugh.
you gotten out to Toy Story 5?
Not yet, but it is in the plan to
Okay.
get out there. There's other people in my sphere that would like to go to it.
Okay, good.
Well, thank you again, wonderful viewers, for listening with your earballs. We couldn't do without you. Appreciate likes, comments, subscriptions. We don't charge for anything, but subscribe being the operative word on the YouTube environment. Share to anybody that enjoys Toy Story. We'll be watching the franchise, to include Lightyear and the latest installment, Toy Story 5. You can always drop us an email if you have any questions or suggestions, or any disagreements with the overall rating, or things we identify, like my absence of the reasons for living the humans, because the tech just isn't quite there for the humans to be so present. But I think Toy Story 3 changes that. The email will be happily accepted at potatochippicturespod@gmail.com. But if we don't hear from you, we will continue recording these. And so until next time, keep on playing with toys. Goodbye.